Religion reduces your tendency of thinking. That is why most Africans don't reason properly. We think like a fool. It's just like for you to think more, you need to ask questions. Without questions, you can't think. It's just like for me to say, what caused World War One? From asking that question, I would think more. I'll say, how many people died? What was the result of the war? Who started the war? From from asking question, you think more. Without asking question, you can't think. That is why religion condemn questioning. Don't question this. Don't question your slave master. Don't question your oga. Don't question this. They don't like you to ask questions because they know that if you ask questions, you have 80% tendency of breaking away from new colonization. And they don't want you to break away from new colonization. That is why your slave masters are controlling you. And they are playing the game well. Because what they did, they changed our manual. They changed our real history book and gave us Bible. How? It's just like using a TV manual book to control to control a computer. No matter how you use that TV manual book to control a computer, it will never work because the manual book was written to just show you the procedure of controlling a TV. It was not written to show you the procedure of controlling a computer. So Africans, we are using Bible to try to control ourselves, to try to have sense, but things are getting worse every day. That's why no matter the amount of Bible you know, you will still sin. You will still, in fact, since Christianity came into existence in Africa, the tendency of stealing is much because someone can take Bible and swear that I did not did this, but whereas the person did it because the person already know that even if I take this Bible and swear that I did not do this, nothing will happen because this Bible is useless. Because this Bible is a Western book, it's a very useless book. But if it's in the olden days, if they give you something to swear with, maybe or four, if you swear with it, people are very afraid because you know that after you finish swearing with it, if you lie, you have 80 to 90% tendency of dying because that thing will appear to you more. That thing will kill you. That thing will kill you if you lie. But people can come out with Bible and lie and go free. Why can people come out with Bible and lie and go free? Because of Christianity ideology, religious ideology. Christianity have been programmed to forgive people. That's why you can see an armed robber rob and kill 10 or 20 people in one day. After he finish killing people, maybe he see that his time is already up. It's time for him to die. He will come give his life to Christ. They will forgive him and will welcome him back to church. We welcome him back to anywhere. And when we welcome him back, he become a new creation. He become a new creation. Someone that killed 10 people is now a new creation. Tomorrow he may go back to that same thing and may do what he did today. And tomorrow you start asking who is doing this, who is doing that. But I don't know that a new creation will be born. But if it's the olden days, if you kill, you die. There's nothing like forgiveness. But Christianity came. I don't want to be arguing on only Christianity because there are other religions that so support this nonsense. The religion came and started to embrace sins. They say don't sin, but religion is encouraging sin, whereby if someone kill, you forgive the person and say, go, your sin has been forgiven. But if it's our ancient culture, if you sin, you die. As in, if you kill, you die. If you do some certain things, the land will punish you. But now, if you do anything, you just go and do 1 week fasting or 2 days fasting, their God will forgive you immediately. Sin is no more a big deal. That's why people can just plan to sin. So if they make they plan to sin, people can just have that mentality, "Oh, let me sin. After all, I will just do 2 days 6 to 12 and God will forgive me. After all, I will trust for forgiveness." They have that tendency of, let me just go and sin because I know after I finish sinning, God will still forgive me. But if in our ancient culture, it's nothing like forgiveness. So if you sin, you pay for your evil. You pay for your evil. But these days, religion, Africans are using the wrong manual to control themselves. You're using the Western history. You are reading the Western history. You have not read your history. You have not know yourself. Malukudu Nwegi. Know yourself first. Know thyself. You don't know yourself. You want to know someone else. You don't know yourself. You're planning to know someone else. Just like someone don't know his age or his name, but you want to know someone else's name and age. You have not know yourself. You don't know your culture. You don't know the history of where you're coming from. You have not studied yourself, but you want to study someone else. You're reading Bible. Hey, but you have not read your history. You have not read how the Bible came in. You have not read about the history of your people, how your ancient parents were killed and forced to accept religion. I think if most Africans begin to study history, their own history, not the Western history, their own history, the two easiest way to break away from new colonization: number one, study your history. Know thyself. What made me hate Christianity with passion is when I read this book. God, what? Shino Achebe book by, I can't remember his name. Things Fall Apart. Shino Achebe. I read the book. It was not enough for me. I have to go to YouTube and watch the movie. After watching the movie, I saw how Christianity came into, let me say, Igbo land. I was so bitter. After I finished reading that book, I began to study other books, begin to read other books. But that was what made me hate Christianity with passion. After reading Things Fall Apart, most of you need to go and read Things Fall Apart by Shino Achebe. Or if you don't have the tendency of reading, you can go to YouTube and play the audio version of the book, or you watch the movie. There have a movie that was 15 years ago or 13 years ago. The movie is 15 years ago. 15 years ago was published on YouTube. Things Fall Apart. At least you study your history. Know how Christianity came into Igbo land or your land or Africa. That was what made me say, no, I can't continue with this ideology anymore. Though from day one, I've always hated Christianity just because of the way they do things and the way they reason. Most of them don't think properly. Most of them they don't think. But most people in Africa, if you see someone that can't think properly, know that they are Christian. Most of them, not all of them, but most of them. People that don't ask questions, most of them are Christians. That is why a pastor will give you, maybe they will try to deceive you, give you sand. Someone will get a big sand in the floor or big stones and start to sell it for you. I don't know. I just wonder how your colonial masters are controlling you, the Westerners are controlling you, your politicians are controlling you, pastors are controlling you, 3 people are controlling you, are controlling Africa. The Westerners are controlling you. Maybe the British or the France are controlling you. Your politicians are controlling you. If you have a very useless and foolish politicians, your pastors are controlling you. They bring stone, they bring sand and start to sell it. This is a holy sand, or this is a holy stone. This is the stone they used to kill Goliath. Once you take this stone, you throw it on your village. Once you throw it on your village, every enemy will die. Once you drop this stone in the village, every enemy will die. And they sell it for you 10,000, they sell it for you 5,000, and you buy. I buy it and take it and use it. After even using it, nothing will happen. And tomorrow they bring another one. They bring sticker, they bring bangle, they bring necklace and sell it to you. And you buy, nothing happen. Next tomorrow they bring another one. They keep bringing. You don't ask yourself questions. This one that I've used, what have happened? They brought stone the other day, I bought it. They say it will kill all my enemies. Nobody died. You don't ask questions. If you start asking questions, the two ways to break away from mental slavery, from colonization: number one, study your history. Number two, ask questions. Ask questions. Even if you don't have anybody to ask questions, you don't have old people, ancient people to ask questions. Maybe you don't have grandparents again, or people that are old around you to ask questions. You can use ChatGPT, you can use Google, you can use TikTok, you can use YouTube. Ask questions, study your history. Ask ChatGPT questions. Any question you have, ask ChatGPT. Most questions are correct over there in ChatGPT or Google. You ask questions, not just to stay and just be doing nothing. You don't think, you don't reason, you do nothing. Very good. Africa, we need to break away from mental slavery, new colonization, or else we will learn, and we will learn the tough way.